Beloved friends, welcome again into this sacred exploration of forgiveness as revealed through the infinite way. In video 1, we uncovered a profound truth. Forgiveness is not a moral act, nor a heroic effort of human goodness. It is a shift in perception, a movement from seeing life as divided into offenders and victims to seeing life as governed by one presence, one power, one law. In video 2, we went deeper still. We discovered that forgiveness is not something we do at all. It is something grace accomplishes when we stop struggling, stop judging, and enter into stillness today. In video 3, we arrive at a pivotal point in this journey, because here we address the question that quietly determines whether forgiveness is temporary or permanent. What am I really seeing when I believe I have been wronged? Joel Goldsmith taught that all suffering, emotional, relational, even physical, rests upon spiritual misperception. The world you behold is not the world as God created it, but the world as human sense interprets it. Forgiveness becomes effortless only when misperception dissolves. Today, we learn how to see through appearances. The root of all unforgiveness, appearance. Every grievance begins the same way. Something appears to happen. Words are spoken. Actions occur. Loss is experienced. Injustice seems evident. Human sense immediately reports, this is real. This is personal. This requires judgment. Joel Goldsmith referred to this as the testimony of the senses, and he warned repeatedly that spiritual progress is impossible while we accept this testimony as final truth. As long as we accept appearances as reality, we shall react to them as reality. Forgiveness fails when we try to forgive with an appearance. We say, yes, this was wrong, but I will forgive it. Yes, this hurt me deeply, but I will let it go. This is admirable, but it is not yet spiritual. The infinite way does not ask us to forgive real evil. It asks us to recognize that evil has no divine origin, no law, no reality. This is not denial. It is discernment. Two, what does IT mean? To see through appearances. To see through something is not to ignore it. It is to recognize what it is made of. A mirage appears as water, but the traveler who understands its nature does not dive into the sand. Joel Goldsmith writes, "Error disappears when it is understood. It has no power of its own. When resentment arises, infinite way practice begins not with forgiveness, but with inquiry." What am I believing to be real right now? Usually the belief is this: that another person possesses independent power, that another mind can act outside God, that harm can originate in something other than divine love. This belief, not the event, is what must be forgiven. Three, the difference between human seeing and spiritual seeing. Human seeing is interpretive. Spiritual seeing is revelatory. Human seeing says, "I know what happened." Spiritual seeing says, "I am willing to be corrected." Joel Goldsmith taught that healing and forgiveness occur at the moment of correction, not correction of the situation, but correction of perception. When consciousness is corrected, the outer picture must conform, the infinite way. This is why Jesus could look at hatred and say, "They know not what they do." He was not excusing behavior. He was seeing through appearance to ignorance, and ignorance has no spiritual authority. Forgiveness becomes possible only when we are willing to admit, what I am seeing may not be the truth of being. Guided Meditation 1. recognizing appearance without submitting to it. Sit comfortably. Let the body be at ease. Bring gently to awareness a situation you have struggled to forgive. Do not analyze it. Do not rehearse the story. Simply notice the sense of reality it carries. Now, inwardly affirm slowly, gently, this is an appearance, not a spiritual fact. I am willing to see differently. Rest in silence. If thoughts arise, do not push them away. Let them pass like clouds. Remain with this truth. Only what God creates is real. Four, why appearance feels so real. Appearances feel real because they are universally believed. Joel Goldsmith often said that error is not powerful, it is collectively accepted. The only power error has is the power we give it through belief. We were trained from childhood to trust. What we see, what we feel, what we remember. But spiritual awakening requires a radical shift. We learn to trust awareness over evidence. This is not blind faith. It is spiritual intelligence. Forgiveness deepens when we realize, I am not reacting to truth. I am reacting to belief. Five, withdrawing belief, the true act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not suppressing anger. It is withdrawing belief from the appearance that produced the anger. Joel Goldsmith states, when belief is withdrawn, the appearance dissolves of itself. This is why infinite way forgiveness does not require emotional readiness. You do not have to feel forgiving. You only have to stop consenting to the false picture. Say inwardly, I no longer give this appearance authority in my consciousness. This is spiritual authority, not willpower. Guided meditation 2, withdrawing belief from the appearance. Sit quietly, bringing into awareness the situation. Now imagine, not the person, but the belief surrounding it. Perhaps I was betrayed, I was dishonored, I was abandoned. Gently say inwardly, this belief has no divine source. I withdraw belief from it now. Rest. Let silence do what effort cannot. Forgiveness is spiritual maturity. At this stage, forgiveness is no longer dramatic. It becomes quiet, stable, natural. Joel Goldsmith wrote, "Spiritual maturity is reached when appearances no longer have power to disturb our peace." You are not becoming indifferent. You are becoming established in truth. Forgiveness is simply the soul refusing to argue with illusion. Beloved friends, today we have learned that forgiveness begins long before we say, "I forgive you." It begins when we stop asking, "How could they do this?" and begin asking, "What am I believing to be real?" In our next episode, Video 4, Impersonalization, the End of Resentment, we will take the next decisive step. We will learn why Joel Goldsmith insisted that error must never be personalized, and how resentment collapses when we stop attaching appearances to people. If Video 3 taught us how to see through appearances, Video 4 will teach us how to free people from the roles our mind assigned them. Until then, rest in this truth. Only God has been present here. Comment, subscribe, share.
If this meditation blessed you, share it with someone who needs peace today. Don't forget to subscribe for more teachings by Brother George. Inspired by Joel Goldsmith Infinite Way Teachings.